expose the rat, reveal the lies, because people deserve the truth behind this very controversial flood control anomaly. Welcome to Senscape, where your ideas and mine matters. And for today guys, ang i-share ko naman sa inyo is yung nag-umpisa ng hearing dito sa Blue Ribbon Committee na pinangunahan ni Senator Marcoleta regarding to sa very controversial na flood control project. Ngayon, may 4 akong naipin doon na yun ang i-share ko sa inyo for now. So, yung iba, the following days na lang. Yung una sa naipin ko is yung DPWH na gawa ng project, bigay ng pondo si BBM, and yet, wala namang coordination at all sa mga concerned, sa mga involved na offices or agencies. Kaya, from the very start, mali na ang tinatahak nila. And second, yung municipal river na pinanggagalingan ng corruption. So, nabibigyan pala sila ng pondo dito dahil tributary to a national river. So, yun ang sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng pondo yung congressman dahil dito. And third is ang uniform amount ng project sa lahat ng project ng flood control. So, kaduda-duda din yun. And ang pang-4 is yung unreliable at suspicious contractor. Kasi, hindi niya, pansin ko hindi niya mai-express yung sarili niya. Hindi siya makapagpaliwanag ng maayos. So, feeling ko, fall guy to. Kaya, panoorin nyo. And mag-comment naman kayo, mag-like and mag-subscribe. Pakishare na lang din kung magustuhan nyo.
In executing all these flood control projects, did you ever, either your district engineers or regional district offices ever coordinated with the River Basin Control Office?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Let me explain a little bit.
The answer
Yes.
is, the question is answerable by yes or no.
There is a different...
Have you ever coordinated with this obscure office called River Basin Control Office? I will explain to you why I'm asking this. It has a very, very significant relation to the subject matter of today's inquiry.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
This River Basin Control Office was created by Executive Order 510. Kung nabasa po ninyo ito, sa Section 2, Paragraph B nitong Executive Order na ito pala yung mandato nitong maliit na opisinang ito, which is attached to the DENR. Together with the Department of Public Works and Highways and the National Disaster Coordinating Council, develop a national master plan for flood control by integrating the various existing river basins and developing additional plan for components as needed. Isipin po natin, kaya sabi ko po sa inyo kanina, kahit 100 river basin ang babanggitin nyo sa amin, until and unless they are integrated with one another, which is the mandate of this office, walang mangyayari. Bakit po in the entire equation, in the entire continuum of this problem, bakit hindi man lang nagsasurface itong opisinang ito? Where is it? And why is it? Siya pala yung merong mandato. Ngayon lang natin nalaman. Hanggat hindi po kayo nagko-coordinate, hindi po kayo pala yung regulator. Meron pang isang executive order number 816. Sabi po niya rito, referring again to the River Basin Control Office. Whereas, sabi niya, the integration and harmonization of various government mandates and resources. Kasama na po kayong lahat dyan. in the provision of safe and clean water supply and effective flood control management for the entire country is emphasized in the medium-term development plan. Ang laki pala ng mandato nitong opisinang ito. Eh bakit po, Sir Director General, did we invite the representative from this office? Kumbaga, yung palang pinaka susi ng lahat ng ito. Gawa na kayo ng gawa ng project, DPWH, DBM, bigay naman kayo ng bigay ng pondo. Pero yung opisina na mayroong pananagutan na pag nai-integrate, i-connecta lahat ng inyong ginagawang flood control. Natutulog pala, hindi pala nyo kinukonsultan, hindi pala kayo magkakakilala. So talaga pong walang mangyayari sa lahat ng project. Dito po, matibay na po ang kawalan po ninyo ng coordination dito. Bakit po nagkaganon, Secretary? Why is it that we have already seen, as of today, there is no semblance of coordination with this office? Why?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, I think this is one of the challenges that we have to face.
I'm not about to ask you about the challenges. We have
The coordination actually.
We have challenges.
The coordination seems to be not really in the right one, Mr. I admit, Mr. Chairman, that we have not had any significant coordination at this point in time.
There was no coordination at all. You started from the wrong foot. Kaya po pala ganito ang nangyayari. In the next hearing, we would like to classify the rivers in this country. Meron tayong national rivers. Meron po tayong municipal rivers. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. We have 18 major river basins, as I initially pointed out. We have 403 principal rivers all over the country, and I think we have more than 4,000 small rivers, tributaries to the principal rivers. Not mentioning actually, of course, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, this is important because one by one, we will be able to look into the significance why we're supposed to see the difference between the national and the municipal rivers.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yung mga national rivers po, ito yung jurisdiction ng national office.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Correct, Mr. Chairman.
Yung municipal rivers, ano po ang, di ba LGU ito?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Ngayon, ito po yung pinanggagalingan ng katakot-takot na corruption. I will tell you, palagay ko, alam mo na rin naman ito. Kung minsan po, at pangkaraniwan, hindi lang minsan, pangmaramihan na to. Para sa ganon, makakuha sila ng project. Kasi wala namang project ang LGU. Wala siyang pondo eh. Ang gagamitin po nila na project, sasabihin niya, tributary to a national river. Kasi pag ginamit mo na tributary siya sa national river, kinukonekta mo siya doon eh. Makakakuha siya ng pondo eh. Tama po o hindi?
Ako po, Mr. Chairman.
Kasi, ito nangyayari ito. This is an open secret. Halimbawa, doon sa isang flood control project na meron ng feasibility study, may mga enterprising congressmen. They will request that these projects be implemented by the district engineering office. Sa mga nakaraan GIA natin, makikita mo yan. For example, the project is budgeted for 500 million to 1 billion pesos. It will be divided into several small projects, say 50 million to 100 million each. Kaya makikita mo, as observed by the President, bakit ay kakanyang parehong 100 billion, 100 billion, 100... Para bang there are 2 or 3 or even 10 major projects, flood control projects na talagang ang para bang parehong-pareho yung cost eh. This is impossible. Kaya lang talagang binrake mo na dun sa ano eh. May break up na kasi. Kailangan talaga eh. Kaya pagpaparti-partihin na lang sa 100. Kasi ang ano dito, Secretary, alam mo naman ito eh. Para sa ganon, yung congressman, maibigyan nyo doon sa favored contractor. Magagawa natin ito. And we can prove this. This office will just ask, for example, from the Office of the Undersecretary for Planning and PPP Services, Yusek Cabral yata ito, sir.
Your Honor, yes.
Kapag ni-request po ng Blue Ribbon Committee, sino-sino yung katakot-takot na mga congressmen na palagi na lang nagre-request ng funding sa nature. Dito po lalabas lahat ito. Nakikita po namin. And I'm sure the office will cooperate with the Blue Ribbon Committee. Dito po makikita natin yung napakahilig mag-request ng funding. Tama po ako, hindi?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Yun pong bidding. Pero baka gusto na magtanong muna yung kanina, hindi pa nag-umpisa yung QM Builders as a contractor?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ka pa nakagawa ng project?
Hindi pa kasi yung nag-asawa ko ng 1991, nag-upisa kami sa hardware. Yung maliit na hardware, nagtitinta ng bambo, mga ganun eh. Mga lipa.
Bakit nasama ka sa 15 contractors sa listahan ng Pangulo? Kanina tinatanong ko, wala bang kukontra dito sa sinabi ng Pangulo na 545 billion worth of flood control projects ay ito lang mga 15 contractors ang nakakuha, kasama ka, QM Builders. Nandiyan ka pala, bakit hindi ka kumontra? Ba't ngayon sinasabi mo, hindi ka pa nakapag...
Pasensya, Mr. Chair, kasi medyo nahiya ako.
So sinasabi mo, mali ang Pangulo with respect to your company?
Yung data is mali eh. Kasi ang totoo, yung 414 projects na nakuha sa QM, totoo lang ha, is only 86 projects, Mr. Chair.
Teka muna, sabi mo hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa eh. Ano yung sinasabi mong project?
Ano ko lang siguro, bagitin ko lang. Noong 2003, nakalisensya na kami sa pickup, only category D. Hanggang noong 2024, naging quadruple A na tayo. Pero dumaan pa kami ng single A. Noong 2011, hanggang nag-triple A tayo ng 2017 hanggang naging quadruple A tayo ng 2024.
Mr. Secretary, naiintindihan mo ba yung sinasabi niya? Sabi mo hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa ng project. Paano ka naging quadruple A?
Ano ko lang, Mr. Che, yung sinasabi kong 1992 is hardware pa yon. Yung nakita niyo yung hardware.
Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung hardware mo. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, flood control projects. Tinatanong ka kanina, sabi mo, hindi ka pa nagkapag-umpisa ng flood control projects. Paano ka nagkaroon ng lisensya? Paano ka naging quadruple A? At lalong mahalaga, paano ka nasama sa 15?
Gumawa ka na ng flood control project.
Gumawa na tayo ng flood control project.
O ngayon gumawa ka na naman. Ano ba talaga yung totoo? Baka hindi ka makauwi sa araw na ito. Nagsisinungaling ka na naman eh. Ang sinabi ng Pangulo, kasama ka sa 15.
Tama, Mr.
Huwag mong
Che.
mamaliitin ito. Pagkatas dito, aartihin mo kami, sasabihin mo, hindi ka pa nagumpisa ka isang hardware. May problema dito eh.
Ano na yan, history lang yung sinasabi ko, Mr. Che.
Ano na yung totoo?
Yung totoo, may lisensya na tayo na quadruple A ngayon.
O ngayon nga, ngayon meron ka ng quadruple.
Yes, Mr. Che.
O, ilang project ang na-execute mo na?
Marami na eh.
O kanina sinabi mo, hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa eh. Meron akong hawak na martilyo rito, sinasabi ko sa'yo.
Mr. Chair.
Huwag kang tatawa-tawa kasi hindi nakakatawa ito ha.
Mr. Chairman.
Dito lang nagsisinungaling ka na eh.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, Mr.
Mukhang
Senator.
nahihirapan kasi si Mr. Quirante mag-explain. Tama ba to? Ang sabi mo kanina, hindi ka pa incorporated at ngayon incorporated ka na in 2024.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Hindi rin.
Yung incorporated, hindi, yung on process pa yon, hindi pa namin na ano yon. na-approve.
So lahat ng project na ginawa mo, sole proprietor.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nakapag-project ka na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano yung sinasabi mong hindi ka pa nagsisimula or hindi mo pa nagagawa?
Yung incorporated, kasi hindi pa na-approve yung ano namin, hindi pa naman na-practice, hindi pa na-transfer from sole proprietorship into...
So kaklaruhin ko lang, marami ka ng project at tama na isa ka sa top 15, correct Mr. Quirante?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero hindi ka pa incorporated.
Hindi pa.
Yun
sole
yung
pa rin.
sinasabi mong hindi ka pa incorporated.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun yung binabanggit niya kanina, Mr. Chairman.
Malabo pa rin eh. Mr. Secretary, tumatanggap ka ng isang sole proprietorship na mag-undertake ng flood control?
Well, Mr. Chair, actually, he has the pickup license. His
Paano siya
license-
nagkaroon ng pick-up license as a contractor?
He has the a pickup license.
Paano ka
Accredited.
nakakuha ng pick-up license,
Wala pa
Mr.
nung,
Quirante?
nung-
Sole
wala.
proprietorship ka lang?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kailan mo nakakuha yan?
2003. Hanggang nag-upgrade tayo sa 2007, naging B tayo. Hanggang 2011, naging A tayo. Yung 2017, naging triple A tayo.
ano yung net financial contracting capacity mo as a sole proprietorship?
40 billion, Mr. Chair.
40 billion?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung financial statement mo, padala mo sa amin.
Mr. Chair, if I may. Mr. Chair,
Teka muna, si Senator JB muna para matapos natin lahat.
quick lang para sa kanya.
Kanino?
Kay Randy. Habang hindi pa siya umalis.
Naniniwala ka pa dyan?
Naintindihan ko, Mr. Chair, dahil tingin ko, Bisaya ito, hirap mag-express ng sarili niya in Tagalog. Kaya, I would rather advise him na uminom ka ng tubig, mag-inhale ka, relax ka, at ang pagsalita mo, huwag mo masyadong bilisin. Naintindihan kita eh, parang tayo Bisaya. May difficulty in expressing yourself ka. Hindi ko kinakampihan, Mr. Chair, ha?
Ang sinasabi niya, meron siyang 40 billion pesos.
40 billion.
NFCC.
40 billion ang sinasabi niya.
NFCC, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga, 40 billion pesos.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Naniniwala ka, Mr. Senator?
Ano yung NFTC, Mr. Chair? Hindi ko... Net?
Net financial contracting capacity.
Totoo, tinoon na, bay. Ha?
Yeah.
May 40
Yes.
billion ka.
Yes.
Nakadeposito sa bangko na. Ano sa mana?
Ay,
Paano?
hindi. Yung NFCC kinuha sa...
Ano yan? Yen o pesos?
Asset yan. Kasi yung NFCC, kinocompute ng times 15 yon, Mr. Chair. Halimbawa, may 1 billion ka sa bangko. Pwede ka sa 15 billion. So, halimbawa, may pera ka sa bangko na 2 billion, ibig sabihin, pwede ka sa 30 billion. Yan ang computation. Kaya tayo yung pera natin, kasama na yung mga assets, more than 2 billion. Kaya, i-multiply natin ng 15, abot ng 40 billion. Kaya kami monto at hanggang 40 billion.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Quirante, ito tinitig...
In the end, flood control is not just about building structures. It's about building trust. And trust is impossible when corruption runs deeper than floodwaters. It isn't just about fighting against floodwaters. It's about fighting against corruption. It's a fight that we must take part in.